It's Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. Yes, it is here at the time of my choosing. It's so interesting. This program, I just come on when I'm ready. It is it. You know, whenever I'm doing things with other people or doing a class, I'm always on time, on the dot. But this, I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of inner rebellion. Anyway, I'm here and I'm so excited to be here with you on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Every day that we have lungs, breath in our lungs, food in our table, a bed to sleep in is a gift, and that the internet comes on and we have power and phone connections. This is how I'm looking at this time. Really thinking about the Virgo things in our lives. We just had a lunar eclipse in Virgo yesterday. And a lot of people like to say some little snarky things about Virgo, but because some of the shadows, but Virgo is that energy that just keeps everything working. You know, when we flick that switch on the light on the wall, it's Virgo, all of the people that work for the power company that make it ensure that the lights come on, you know, with the garbage collectors that come and take away the refuse. These are like the people, the rank and file of everything. The workers, these are Virgo people, versus the Leo people, like the special ones who think they're above it all. And oh, we saw Christy Nome raked across the table yesterday. It was so satisfying. I had to watch it multiple times. Okay, let me see. Let me say hi to everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Rose. It was so nice to see you at your reading. And Maeve and Grace and everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Raven and Angelisa and Ridiculisa and everyone. D. El Porta, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, I don't know what I'm doing, but this feels a little bit, well, Virgo would probably just be more simple, but I'm dazzling it up. This is like Pisces, I think, the little circles. And then the rest is very Virgo. Virgo is like just clean lines and elegant and simple, like just really simple, like a black t-shirt and like elegant cut pants is very Virgo. Hey, Southern Lady and Simeon and everyone. Okay, hey, Lara. Thank you for the badge. Hi, Lisa. So good to see you, Lisa Star. Okay, what are we here to do today? This is the Astro and the Oracle program where I'm going to talk about the astrology for a little bit, and then I'm going to pull cards for Oracle guidance from the Enchanted Earth Oracle. How perfect after a Virgo lunar eclipse. And it's by Jessica LaHood and illustrated by Amanda Clark. And this is a Rock Pool Publishing deck. They have such amazing decks that always come in like this really beautiful box and have just high quality card stock and, guidebooks that really, I just love the work of the publishing company and the authors they choose and the mystics and illustrators and everything. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we had a Virgo lunar eclipse, and Virgo, I already talked about, how it keeps everything working. It rules systems. It also rules health. One of the big stories, and eclipses are a full reveal. All is illuminated. And we saw the president had this, whatever this is, on his neck. So we saw some new health thing from our leader. Yeah. Anyway, that seems a little bit surprising. So, but the big story, I know everybody wants to talk about this war. I was on Susan Lynn's program and I talked extensively on YouTube about this, and Dabney Lawless and I talked about the lunar eclipse. But let's just say, with Mercury retrograde in Pisces, we are seeing the reason why for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, it has been recommended that this is a sacred pause, a time to step back, to not start new things, because it's like the energy is not supportive of new successful plans being enacted. Mercury rules our thought processes and our communication. And in Pisces, a water sign, which is an absolutely beautiful sign. I know so many people with Mercury and Pisces who communicate in very effective ways, but when the collective energy shifts into this sign, people start being like misunderstood. And the retrograde, we know this from observation for thousands of years. Somebody wrote on threads about astrology. If you believe in astrology, astrology is not a belief system. It just is. People have observed for thousands of years when X and Y are talking that these are the things that come to life. And you will see it again and again and again. Just like every astrologer knew, because the solar eclipse on February 17th was a direct conjunction to the U.S. moon square Uranus that the United States was in. The people were in for some kind of upheaval that was coming in. And with the president, the eclipse being opposite his ascendant and square Uranus in at his midheaven, we knew like he was going to have a very big story as well. And he got told to bomb Iran. From, the ascendant represents you, and your descendant represents your partners and open enemies. And so one of his partners said, we're bombing an open enemy, and I'm so enraged. It's costing us as Americans our tax dollars. If we don't make changes about who we send to Congress and whatnot, nothing will change. But anyway, that is not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how with Mercury retrograde, we're seeing in action how the thinking, your thinking is not so clear. And when you start, and Pisces is a sign of its detriment. It's as far away from home as it can be. Mercury in Virgo is organized. It categorizes things. It's orderly. It's really knows. It has like a gift. Some people with Mercury in Virgo are really gifted, I think, as well about like pattern recognition. They really understand information flows on the high road. Yes. And in Pisces, it's ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, which are kind of like feeling into things rather than having the hard details and stuff. So there are things that can be missed, like telling Kuwait that there's 3 planes that are going to be flying over, and then they shoot down these planes. People all over the Middle East are experiencing this upheaval. A solar eclipse in Aquarius, a large groups of people, have upheaval. There are people who are on vacation over there from all over the world who are suddenly in the middle of a war unexpectedly to them. It's just a lot. So, but this is what the energetics, Mars square Uranus, we knew there was likely to be conflict. But anyway, let me move on to the Virgo eclipse. So what happened with the Virgo eclipse? Yes, the big thing this war triggered is that now the Strait of Hormuz, which is, a waterway. So the sun is in Pisces, that rules oil and it's a water sign. This narrow waterway is just closed off very near the beginning of Mercury retrograde. And so much of the world's oil goes through this narrow strait. So countries around the world are scrambling to figure out what they're going to do. And it's going to impact people around the world with rising prices. So that is just what this means. Venus is going to go into the sign of Aries, the sign of its detriment. Venus rules our resources. So there's going to be this, you know, your dollar, your franc, your euro, your yen is not going to go as far, because it could be that the strait doesn't open again until Mercury goes direct. We'll see. Maybe there's some other transit that sparks it, but Mercury goes direct. Mercury goes transportation on March 20th. So there is a possibility that this strait could be closed until then. So, but we'll see what happens. Maybe when Jupiter goes direct on the 10th, they'll get it back open. We shall see. But these are the things that are happening. So this supply chain, logistics, that's Virgo. The stuff you don't think about until it's impacted is closed. So it's eclipsed out. So that's the big eclipse story. And Saturn and Neptune met on a world point at 0 degrees of Aries. Saturn hardship, Neptune and lack of Neptune oil, and Aries war. So, I mean, astrology is literal, and 0 Aries, a world point, the whole world is impacted by this. And it's financial as well as about, you know, about this war. So that's one of the big stories. Also, there is, the schoolgirls being killed is just devastating, as well as soldiers, and there's so much death, destruction, and chaos with this war. It's just horrific. And then Mars entered Pisces on Monday, and what happened next? The United States and Ecuador is going after cartels there, and somebody said they got 6,000 or 6 tons of cocaine was taken from these cartels. So, I mean, taking these drugs can be very helpful. We'll see what happens with that. What are the unintended consequences of that? Hopefully nothing. We shall see, but that's another. So now we're fighting in the Middle East. We're blockading Cuba. We're grabbing the Venezuela. We're the president of peace is sure so in love with war. So this is what we knew this was coming, but whatever. Anyway, let's see. So people are understanding the real world impacts, the tangible things. Virgo is an earth sign. Earth is material. You can't tell someone Earth is not real. You cannot tell someone that, the propaganda can't make up for the fact that, I go to the gas station and it's now, $6. People are going to start to feel the impact of of their own decisions as well. The practical costs of political choices and military choices become very material and measurable. Virgo counts, Virgo measures. So notice that. Yeah. Congress had Kristi Noem, who was the head of ICE there. And, she got raked over the coals. Yes, she did. The sun is on her Mars in Pisces. And she is being asked about her decisions, her actions, all of these kinds of things that, there was this one thing where she has a South Node in Leo. And when people have strong Leo energy in the South Node, a thing that can come up is the shadows of that energy. So wanting to be feeling like you're so special and having everybody admire you and think you are so wonderful. I remember when someone sent me a picture of themselves, like a friend of mine, and this like a Christmas card of them, in a sexy pose, like this woman. It was just very the Leo energy, and that just made me think of that. Well, apparently, she has spent $220 million of United States taxpayers' funds on these ads for ICE, where it's heavily featured, and she was raked over the coals by Republicans about these ads, because $220 million, and one of the companies is, she knows them. It's her spokesperson's husband is making all this kind of money. So we're seeing in real time, this kind of really serious grift, which in the past, when it was discovered, used to be punished. But now we'll see what happens, if anything happens besides her being embarrassed. And what can happen with retrogrades. So this is accountability. Virgo counts. So she is being asked about her expenditures, asked about her decisions. And yeah. And I talked about in my podcast, a woman high up, like taking a fall. So she is one of them. And then Jamie Raskin had the nerve to ask her about apparently she left her blanket on a plane, and then her rumored boyfriend for entertainment only, Corey Lewandowski, fired the pilot, got all mad, but they had to hire him back because he was the only pilot who could fly that plane. Asked about this whole story while her husband was sitting right behind her, who obviously knows she's cheating on him, and his face was interesting to watch. So that was kind of interesting to watch as well with the Virgo Lunar Eclipse. So all is revealed. Her husband learned something new right there in front of everyone. Yes, yes. Yes, astrology is a language. Yes, it is a language. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. What is STH, Bet? What is STH with Saturn and Aries? Yeah. Let's see, what won't be short-lived? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to understand the comment about Saturn and Aries with STH. What is STH? I don't know what that is. So yeah, so that was a Virgo thing we are seeing this accountability for, Pisces, the sun in Pisces, a leader who is being accused of being deceptive. And Tom Tillis, it's worth watching him talk to her about her killing her puppy. This is the lady who's the puppy killer, who shot her puppy in the face. He raked her and he's a Republican senator who's highly respected, one side of that thing to the other. It was just a thing of beauty. I watched it like 4 times about her killing her puppy. I love dogs. And yeah, then trying to frame it as a tough leadership position. The most concerning thing that we found out yesterday is about religion and politics mixing in the armed forces. Reports that soldiers were being told that Jesus gave Trump the authority to bring on Armageddon, to enter us into some new world, and that this war that they're fighting is noble and is religious. Yes. So this is very Saturn, Neptune, and Aries. The authority in the military, Saturn's authority, Aries, the military, war, and Neptune, belief systems, spirituality. So they are being told that they're doing this for Jesus. So hundreds of soldiers have been filing complaints to organizations that are there, and it came out in multiple news outlets yesterday. So Virgo rules the rank and file of the military. And I've been telling you this for the last year, to remember that Virgo rules the rank and file of the military. There is a south node there. I think we're going to start seeing conscientious objectors and more. Plus, they've told us that 6 soldiers were killed, but there are, I've been seeing this. There is this thing, oh crap, I forget what it's called. If someone knows what it's called, It's how you can know there's about military deaths, because they start so they're hiring people to process the people coming over from overseas, to process the dead bodies, because an embassy was hit, the bases have been hit. It's really a disaster. And there's a lot of dead bodies. They've only told us about 6. We're going to find out there's a lot more. When are we going to find out? We shall see. Maybe the 10th, when Jupiter goes direct, or the March 20th when Mercury goes direct, or there could be other times. But this is horrific. They're lying to us about, because we can see the satellite images of where there were like barracks just destroyed. It's more than 6 people. So this is very upsetting as well. And what else do I want to say about this? Oh, NATO's involved now. So NATO got involved to Mars and Pisces. This war is Pisces, like just spreading. So there's not a worse time to be starting a conflict when Mercury is retrograde and you're right about to have an eclipse. So this is where we are. Yeah, it's really concerning. It's eclipsing hard. This is eclipse season, eclipsing hard. Yeah. So what can we do? What can we do? We can build community. And because there could be coming times where we really need to rely on our local communities. So meeting with your neighbors, if you have neighborhood watch, like getting together, maybe getting more involved in your local politics is something you can think about. In Texas, yesterday there was the primary for senator, and the primaries were in Texas yesterday. And in Dallas, we're seeing more of the plan to disenfranchise voters, where voters were being turned away from the polls. And so right now it looks like Tallarico has beat Jasmine Crockett, which Dabney and I predicted based on the astrology. But there's a lot going on there. So there was intentional voter disenfranchisement by causing confusion, not letting people vote at the polls they're supposed to be in. But hopefully this gives Democrats some time to make sure that there's a counter strategy for when, November comes around. But we'll see. They are really working hard to disenfranchise voters, especially voters of color. So we'll see. Yes. And what else did I want to say? And the Bride of Charlie, this is a big eclipse story as well. This is Candace Owens going after Erica Kirk and she is killing her softly with her song. I mean, I heard, what are the words for Killing Me Softly, that song by Roberta Flack. Oh my God. She is telling her whole life with her program. It is unbelievable. It doesn't matter. You can listen to the Killing Me Softly if you want. I am watching this. Yes, I am, because I think that Erica Kirk is related to the Epstein stuff, and so does Candace, and she has done this investigative research and is tying it together. So we'll see what her final conclusions are. Are they just conspiracy theory, or does she have the evidence to back it up? Right now, she has the evidence to back it up, and we are talking about the Romanian angels. And if you follow me on Threads, I've been saying unearthing the Romanian angels is a story of this eclipse season, of this time with the South Node in Virgo, where Erica was involved in this charity in Romania with orphanages, and she got kicked out of the country because the kids were going missing. And so this is we're on part 5, and we're just starting to talk about Erica. She's been talking about her genealogy with Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, all these things tied together. And Mercury retrograde, there's something about, is her birthday November 20th, which would make her a Scorpio, or November 22nd, which would make her a Sagittarius. So there's this Mercury retrograde kind of thing, which is her correct birth date, because in like divorce filings and all of this stuff, her birth date is wrong. Okay, so these are the stories that we're seeing in the world, but do what you can to protect your energy. We are in a time of upheaval. It is scary, but we have to approach this with courage. This is Uranus it's going back into Gemini. This is a classic time where there is interruptions in daily life. Remember my advice to always have travel insurance. If you're traveling somewhere, have extra stuff in case you're stuck a couple extra days. If you can only afford to go to wherever you're going, like to the penny, don't go. Don't go. Don't go to Las Vegas if one extra dollar is going to break you. Because what if you're stuck? What if you can't get out of there? What if you have to stay at a hotel for an extra 5 days because transportation is down or something like that? So keep these things in mind. Always have travel insurance. Always take extra medications in case you have to stay a couple extra days. And have some stuff at home. Have some cash in case, because we're going to be experiencing potentially cyber attacks. And there may be a couple of days or a week where money doesn't, your cards don't work. So keep that in mind. Don't travel to a different country just with your credit cards. Bring some cash or American Express. I think we need to have cash of some sort is what I would recommend. Have something where you're doing some kind of energetic cleanse on a daily basis. I forgot to take my Epsom salt bath last night. I'll do it tonight. That's a great thing. Okay, let's get to the cards unless anyone had a question. Yeah, hi, my Rose. Well, she's going down with the ship. And you know what she did? She said the president authorized that $220 million for her to create ads. There are movies that don't cost $220 million. Her to create ads for promoting ICE. So I'm telling you, the corruption is unbelievable. Oh, yes. Hi, Ellie. Yes, I love Susan. It was so fun talking to her. Yes. Mm-hmm. I was so glad Tillis brought that up, too. Do I have any idea when... People keep asking me, when is this man going to be gone? We shall see. The eyes of his... I will be surprised. We'll see. But we'll see. Medical stuff, they can keep you alive for a long, long time. It's a beautiful thing about medical. Even though you have a serious health problem, we're watching him decompose in front of our eyes, but he's going to have a hard way to go. I know some psychics think he's going to flee the country. We'll see. But when the South Node, July 26th, this could be a real turning point for him. When that South Node hits his ascendant, it enters Leo. But Uranus, he's getting shock after shock after shock with Uranus squaring his ascendant. And that's not going to end until April. But because he's our president, we're getting shock. Because you take on, there's a nature of taking on the leader's chart when you elect them. Because, especially his 10th house, that's where Uranus is. All these career shocks. But they're also health shocks because it's squaring his ascendant, which is your physical body. And his allies and open enemies shocks because that's the descendant. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. I'm trying to keep my mind pure and not be focused on hoping on someone's death. So, yes. Yeah, this is all karmic. We're going through this because, yeah, I'm really sad. Yeah, I love Crockett. I just want whoever the Democrat is to win. And so Paxton, who's a total, in my opinion, a total horrible, doesn't go to Congress. Yeah, she's not going anywhere. She has a bright future ahead of herself, Jasmine Crockett. Yes. She has a bright future. Oh, good. Brooklyn Astrology in the house. If you need astrocartography, you had travel insurance when you went to Belize. Yes, and had to stay 3 days longer. So that's an example. Yeah. So yeah, this is what's happening. There was a girl on Threads crying about she wanted to go to Dubai for her birthday. She's went over there and now she is stuck and cannot get out. And she was like just a young girl, like 24 or what have you. Not a girl, young woman, but she was just beside herself. But this is what can happen. You're going to Spain. Okay, Dee. Well, use your intuition. Really use your intuition about whether this is something that you want to be doing because, yeah, with Mercury retrograde, you may decide to postpone the trip. You may put it off, but use your judgment. April is a really intense month of a lot of, like, there's this huge Aries season. There's going to be like 6-7 planets in Aries, which rules conflict. And France is one of the places where there is going to be potentially continue to be a lot of conflict. There was something that happened recently where the people were out in the streets and a right-winger was killed. Yeah, which is during a protest. So I see a lot of, I forget what their chart looks like, but it may be, just be really aware of your surroundings if you're in France. I would recommend looking at other countries, like look at Canada's recommendations for travel. Don't rely on the United States anymore. Yeah, and see. Yeah, but, April is a really, really intense month that there's potential for a lot of conflict. Yeah, I personally am not leaving the country. Yeah, I personally am not leaving the country now. I think there's a chance you could leave and have a really hard time coming home. Yeah. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. But life goes on, and do you want to live in fear, or do you want to have courage? If this is a trip of a lifetime that you might not be able to take again, do you want to take the risk? You might want to. But a world war is starting, basically, so keep that in mind. NATO has gotten involved, so it's not just, it's not just the Middle East anymore. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Thanks for the badge, Darrell. Oh, you're a dual nationality French. Maybe you want to go stay over there for a while. Oh, I went to Aix-en-Provence one year. I had such a great time. It was just phenomenal. Yeah. Good day, Victoria, my sister. Oh, thank you. My sister thinks I look pretty. Ah, yeah, I'm staying put. You're staying put. Yeah, I wouldn't leave. Yeah, I'm not leaving the country. Yeah. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, so I would, just keep that in mind. Yeah, it's time this is a wake-up call. The eclipse was conjunct the USA moon, square Uranus. And then we have this new Saturn, Neptune, and Aries. Hardship spreading from conflict. So keep that in mind. And this administration, remember what they did when COVID happened? They just shut the gates and people were panicked all over the world trying to get home. Now, the State Department has told people that you're kind of on your own over there right now in the Middle East now. This government is not going to take care of you if you are stranded somewhere, unless you are a MAGA influencer. And if you are, I don't think you're watching this program. So keep that in mind. You are on your own if you go somewhere, potentially, unless you're some kind of celebrity type. Thank you for the badge. Oh, I love this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Oh, yeah, start a new life in Spain. Spain is beautiful. But you know what? People are going to become more and more anti-American because of what we have done. We have impacted the whole world. Yes, we have. This war is probably a last straw. First the tariff war, now a real war. So it's bad. It's bad as bad. But it's like we're in the birthing canal to a better world is what I'm holding on to. Yes. The Enchanted Earth Oracle. This is by Jessica LaHood, and it's illustrated by Amanda Clark Rockpool. You're going to listen for your sun, moon, and rising. Oh, and Charla Goodnight and I are doing a challenge. It starts April 8th for Aries season, the day Mars goes into Aries. To really, it's good. You're going to get astrology and you're going to get movement. It's a 5-week challenge. It's only $30, so that I really want people to metabolize this Aries energy well, because if not, you can just like start losing it. So this is going to be, I'm so excited for this. So you can go to the link in my bio or go to my website and go to my upcoming events page, astrologybyceleste.com, and join us. So there'll be some community coming together of like-minded people. We'll be exercising, health. We just had a Virgo Lunar Eclipse in Virgo, the sign of health. The Aquarius eclipse is community, so we're offering community and something to help us improve our health. And any level of fitness can join. This is going to be fantastic. Okay. Darrell said the birthing canal with the cord wrapped around my neck. I know, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Oh, good, Darrell. I'm so glad you signed up. Wonderful. Yes. Great. Okay, you're going to listen for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign for a 3-card reading to help you navigate this time. So after the Virgo eclipse, we're supposed to be shedding. So what do you need to shed in relationship to the axis this is on, or the house this eclipse was in? Let me see. Hopefully I'll remember to do all of them. You know when I get talking sometimes, I forget where I was. Let me pull out my sun sign chart. So you listen for your sun, moon, or rising. We're starting with Aries. And this Virgo lunar eclipse was in your 6th house of health, daily life and routines, and things like that. Anxiety. The house, yeah. Ooh, okay. So for Aries, you got coexist, tolerance, acceptance, unity. I am seeing people online saying just the worst things to people. I mean, that poor girl who was stuck in, I mean, she's like 22 or 24 years old in Dubai, who just wanted to do something special for her birthday, is being like made fun of by some people. Can we consider kindness and tolerance and unity? Yeah, coexist. Can you believe I pulled the card coexist? I'm going to make this the group card, coexist. Let me read this. This is going to be the group card, because look at it. It's number 29. I kind of think we're going to get to the edge of disaster and then be pulled back. And then people are going to realize we got to change something right now, or else we are cooked. Let's hope that's what happens, that we pull back and we don't go too far. Tolerance, acceptance, unity, number 29. This is the card for all of us. It's the group card. Yes. We are not free until we all are free. This card appeared in your reading to remind you that you can coexist harmoniously with people from different backgrounds, with different beliefs and different ways of life without fear or prejudice. In a world where differences often breed division and fear, it is so important to challenge assumptions and embrace having an open mind. By welcoming someone from a different path into your life without judgment or hesitation, you create a safe space for genuine connection and deepened understanding. Choosing to share your life openly with people from diverse backgrounds is a powerful act of courage and compassion. When you open your heart without fear of being targeted or isolated, you are reaffirming for everyone who witnesses your bravery that there is no space for intolerance in a united and peaceful future. You demonstrate your commitment to fostering solidarity and acceptance, inspiring others to do so. The world is full of such wonderful and interesting people. Embrace the opportunity to enrich your life through diverse perspectives, but also open your eyes and mind to others' experiences so you may bear witness to the systems of oppressions that don't directly affect you. When you advocate for rights of marginalized people, you become an ally for others in the ongoing revolution of humanity with a common goal towards freedom and equality for all. Oh my God. How perfect is that card for exactly what is happening now? Yeah, it's so perfect. Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything else about that because there are people. Oh, am I freezing up? This life is forcing all of us. Yeah, it's pop the balloon. We're seeing the reality of the country the way it really is. We're seeing the propaganda that has been used to separate us, to pull us apart, whether it's, race, Democrat, Republican, whatever it is, to separate the people while the elites grab and gobble up everything. Gobble, 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 gobble. They're out there sailing around on their yachts while they're destroying the communities with these like data centers. People can't even sleep, but people are being able to fight effectively back, coming together in communities against some of these data centers. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, they're destroying us. Like somebody wrote about, so when Iran shoots a missile at Israel, we are spending like millions of dollars shooting that thing down. This war that they started. I mean, it is unbelievable. People are waking up to the scam. So we'll see what's going on. That the elites are just taking our money, fighting these wars to make defense contractors rich. People, Anyway, let me stop. Destroying the earth. Uranus and Taurus, violation of land boundaries. Okay, Aries, you got movement. Okay, well, I already released healing, quiet progress. So move your body, whether it's you're in your living room dancing, because Mars rules your sign and Mars is in Pisces. And you may feel like this really sense of diffuse energy going out there. So I don't want you lashing out at your kids or yourself or your neighbor or your spouse. Move your body, metabolize that energy. Sign up for the Cosmic Fire Challenge so that you can join us April 9th for 5 weeks aligned with the astrology and a movement. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Taurus. Clean up, Taurus. Declutter, accountability, home. So Taurus, what do you need to clean up? Do you need to clean up anything in your finances? I know I do. I need to get my taxes going. Yes, I do. I need to get them done. I need to get something cleaned up. And yes, yes. So think about what you need to clean up. I feel like it's either clean up your environment around you to help you. Because for Tauruses, this chaos is really disruptive. Uranus is in the side of Taurus and it's the upheaval about our resources. And Taurus has a deep desire for security and stability. I'm a Taurus, I know. Like I was just reading, it's in Project 2025 where these ding-a-ling-a-ding-dings didn't read. See, that was very mean. I shouldn't have said that, about how they want to take away FDIC protections, which guarantee Americans, the government guarantees in any bank up to $250,000. They want to take that away so that the rich and the rich are putting all their money in other places and to leave everyone else with no safety net. So anyway, That's a tangent. But that's in that project. And if we don't stop them, the rest of the world is looking at us like disbelief about how people fell for this con man. They've been had, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. And I came to, like, Malcolm X made this speech about that. And hoodwinked is like tricked. But, you know, a big part of the president's appeal is with white supremacists. And it's like hoodwinked, like the Klan hood. I realized that last night. Anyway, it's very expensive, this kind of racism. Anyway, Gemini, you got new dawn, death, rebirth, and grief. Gemini, new dawn, death, rebirth, and grief. So Gemini, this is a good time to think about what you are ready to release this eclipse. The sun is in Pisces, the moon is in Virgo, and is squaring your Gemini placements. So full moons are times of relief. Sometimes we don't want to give things up, but are you learning things about, you know, ways of thinking? Gemini is good about being understanding that this and that can both be true. It's a sign of duality, but yeah. Just think about that. What and think about the rebirth part of it. What are you, sometimes we have to let things go for a rebirth. And you already maybe know, okay, so the full moon was in the 6th house for Aries, the 5th house for Taurus. So do your kids need to clean up their room or anything like that? You can think about that. The 4th house for Gemini, is there anything, any death around how you maybe things may be coming up about your upbringing that needs to be released or let go of, or you see your parents and they're, oh my God, mom or dad is like hunched over, or like you realize that their vitality is going down. Maybe something that comes to your conscious attention with this lunar eclipse, because the sign rules health. So that could be something that's happening for a Gemini. Just the passage of time in life. Oh, thank you, Grace. Yeah, I love these earrings. Yeah. Okay. Oh no! You know what? My internet provider. We switched to this new internet provider, and sometimes it goes in and out, which is really infuriating. I have to contact them. Okay. Oh no! It was the military industrial Thank you so much for the bag. The badge. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. Oh, Cancer. Follow the leader is your card. Look at all those foxes. Follow the leader. Influence, inspire, collective healing. Influence, inspire, collective healing. Let me read something from that. And for Cancer, this is in your 3rd house, right? Yeah, I should know that. I'm a Cancer rising. So yeah, your 3rd house. How can you use your voice to influence, inspire, and bring collective healing? Like, I shouldn't call those people ding-a-ling-a-lings. That wasn't nice, but I'm really infuriated about what's going on, because our collective futures are effed. This war is so expensive. We're fighting it for no reason that is in the best interest of the American public. Like, I really support the country helping the people of Iran free themselves from this tyranny, but I would have liked a covert operations, not a full out and out war. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. I'm really not happy about this. all the carnage that's coming. Yeah. Okay. For Leo, so this would be in your second house. You are the earth. Reconnect, renew, remember. You are the earth. Reconnect, renew, remember. So the second house is the house of it's the house of your values, resources. It's the income you make. It's your personal possessions. It also has to do with self-esteem. So this could be a good time to really think about your values. What do you value? How can you connect, renew, and remember, especially related to coexistence and tolerating others of different opinions and races and genders and religions and belief systems and countries of origin and all of it. Yeah. Judge people by who they are rather than by their tribe. Can be something you can think about. Yes. Oh, and I was going to say something, but I forgot it. Okay, anyway. Ooh. Oh, Virgo, this is the full moon is in the lunar eclipse in your first house, and you're not going to believe it. Frozen is your card. Perfectionism, overthinking, progress. So Virgo, think about all the shadow Virgo energy things and how you can release them. I'm really working on this because I have Virgo in my third house and my south node is there and I'm in a nodal return. So releasing, trying to make everything perfect. If you make a mistake, can you forgive yourself? Can you get out of being frozen in that? Can you get out of feeling too critical of yourself? Yes. So can you release perfectionism, the overthinking, the ruminating, How can you do stuff when you see yourself doing that? Can you stop yourself and do something, whether it's breathing exercises, going for a walk, just walking around the room, getting up. Yeah, doing something to stop your mind from obsessing over things. Yes. Yeah, it's making it hey, the Aligned Life, Malika. It's nice to see you. Yeah, making it impossible to impose data centers. I think we're going to be able to stop them. Okay. Oh, good. You had your health checkup with the being in Gemini rising. Okay. So, Libra, you got synchronicity, intuition, wisdom, messages. So, there's the owl. I'm getting, if you're a Libra and you're single and you're ready to mingle, I don't know. Today, Venus is sextile Uranus. So, if your intuition tells you to go out, go to the grocery store, go sit at a restaurant and eat, and you want to meet someone, you can change your life with a hello. Synchronicity could put you and someone else in the same place. You never know. Yes, yes. And for Libra, this is your 12th house, this eclipse. And when you have an eclipse in the 12th house, at times it can be indicative of meeting a soulmate where you have karma together. So, you never know. Okay, 11th house is Scorpio. Mirrors, reflections, empathy, understanding. Try not to project onto other people, which can be, we all do it. Projection. And so like a Scorpio rising, they would maybe potentially be projecting with Uranus in Taurus, like one of their partners, like projecting their actions as being sudden, abrupt, upheaval bringing, where maybe it's coming in, maybe they're doing a dance together that leads to what happens. So think about that. Think about how your actions lead to the other person's reactions. That can be a great thing to do with Virgo energy, to really get down into the details And the 11th house is the house of friends, groups, and organizations. So think about that. How you can have empathy and understanding with some of your friends or groups or organizations. Yeah. Yes, Brakila, the guillotine. You know what happened when Uranus went to direct last month? The guillotine, the brake was released, and it's rolling slowly, but it's coming. Yes, it is. We have had enough, and people are going to get more and more and more angry. And Susan has predicted that, it's the MAGAs who are going to be the maddest and go after these people because they fell for this illusion that this man was this billionaire with a silver spoon in his mouth, who's never worked an honest day in his life, was really cared about them and wanted to make their lives better. So yeah, they're waking up to the fact that that was a fantasy. Yes, yes, yes. So anyway, it is what it is. Okay, now we're to Sagittarius. This full moon in Virgo is in your 10th house. Worthiness, resting, self-discovery, introspection. So this could be a really good time to think about your worth. What are your talents? How are they being used? With your work, is AI potentially going to be able to replace your job? Well, what can you do about it? It's a good time to rest, to take some reflection. Do you need to make some changes? Do you need a side hustle? Do you want to go off on your own and do something? Or maybe you have skills that you don't have to worry about this. If you're a mechanic, people are going to need their cars fixed. If you're a hairdresser, people are going to need their hair done. But what can you do to add to your, to maybe add to your services and things to help you be even more secure if you want, and feel like your work is bringing you some. For Sagittarius, you need to be doing something that you feel like somewhat aligned with. If it's not in your work, it's maybe with your hobbies or with your organizations you're involved with. Yeah. So worthiness with Virgo. And that's how can you be a unicorn? Look at that unicorn. Yeah. Do things that are unique. Okay, the 9th house for Capricorn. Illuminate, honesty, transparency, divine order. So with the 9th house, this is your philosophies, what you really, your ways of thinking, what you really think is true, but is based on your opinions, life experiences, and all of that kind of stuff. So this can be a great time to think about 9th house topics. It also rules like legal affairs, higher education, and maybe be honest about yourself with some of your philosophies. Where did they come from? Did they come from your family, your life experiences, the TV shows you're watching, the propaganda we're all exposed to? And has reality made any changes? Because Virgo's material, what you are seeing, has it made any changes? Yeah, to what you're thinking. Yeah. Oh, yes, it's a beautiful deck. The Enchanted Earth Oracle. Yes, yes, yes. And then the 8th house is Aquarius. So the 8th house is the house of our deep psychological processes, the things about ourselves we would rather not, admit to ourselves. It also has to do with taxes, sex, death, and taxes, worry, that sort of thing. Okay, divine timing. Timing, trust, success. Look at that fox. Divine timing. It's also intimacy. So maybe think about that with divine timing. Timing, trust, success. Let me check this out for the book. And it can be, okay, so the 8th house, especially if you have your own business, your customers money and income. So if you're an Aquarius, there can be maybe you'll get something like some success with a client, a customer, or if you have a spouse or a partner, they'll get some luck in their second house. I hope that made sense. So the eighth house is the seventh house person's second house. So the seventh house is your one-on-one relationships, like your clients, your spouses, your business partners. Yeah. And the eighth house is their second house. So maybe they'll have some kind of lucky thing. Tell your spouse to get a lottery ticket. You got to be in it to win it, maybe. I'm not going to read it. Okay, last but not least. So Raven, you have Mercury, Venus, and Mars all in Virgo. That's a lot of Virgo. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Pisces. Wilding, untamed, wild, and free. Look at that, Pisces. I love this for you. This is in your seventh house of the partner. This full moon, the sun is shining in your first house. The moon is in their seventh house. The moon is in your seventh house. So how can you do something maybe with, and it doesn't have to be a love partner. It can also be a best friend where you're doing something like that feels like untamed and free, that just like being really authentic, being yourselves, just letting loose in some ways. Yeah. Like in the bedroom would be a great place for that if it's your spouse or love partner. Yes. Maybe under the Scorpio moon, which is coming. Well, the Libra moon starts later today, so that can be really beautiful for you with this energy. Whip it on them. Yes. With an unexpected afternoon delight or evening delight. I love it. Remember, I'm a Taurus. Yeah, so I love that sort of thing. Thank you all for the badges. It's so nice. I really appreciate it. Grace is really hard when you're a perfectionist. Perfectionism is really hard to tame. It is. But how can you reach for the opposite side, Pisces? Trust when it's enough. And stop agitating. And if you've made a mistake, like forgive yourself. Yeah. Keep the champagne on ice any day. It could be any day. The 10th is, the 10th Jupiter stations direct, and it's really, when these things happen, it's important. But I think like there's a lot of karma left related to this person. We'll see. You're a gardener. Wonderful. So Virgo energy with being a gardener. Oh, that's what happened. Tom Tillis raked Christy Gnomes over the coals saying, you are a farmer, and farmer is a Virgo archetype. You should know that a dog that's 16 months is a puppy. You don't take him around pheasants. Like, this is one of the reasons she killed the dog, because she irresponsibly took him around pheasants not on a leash, I guess. Or pheasants or something, and he caused chaos. Yeah. I cannot even, in my wildest imagination, imagine doing what she did. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Oh yeah, come for a consult. Absolutely, Ellie. I would love to help you with understanding your natal chart. And I love helping people with questions. Yeah, clean house this is wonderful. Clean house for a clear mind to make room for blessings. Absolutely. I don't know how to pronounce this. Sivanilia. Oh, Sag rising. You just had a unicorn party this weekend with your unicorn soul sisters. I love that, Meg Boy. Yeah, fox is a Virgo spirit animal. I love that, Maria. Yes, you're late, Tiffany. You are a Libra? I think you have Libra, Aquarius, and Pisces. I can't remember which one is which. But anyway, so Libra was synchronicity, Tiffany. Intuition, wisdom, and messages. Aquarius was divine timing, trust, and success, synchronicity, divine timing, and Pisces, wilding. Oh, this was for you. This, you missed it, but I was talking about, like, if you feel like getting, Tiffany is just beautiful, and she knows how to get dressed up and go out on the town. If you are single, Tiffany, maybe go out for dinner tonight by yourself. And if you're looking for a new paramour and trust your intuition on where to go, maybe you'll meet somebody new. Yes, yes, yes. Venus is in Pisces. And I think I can't remember if you're a Pisces. I think you're a Pisces moon. I can't remember. Anyway, but it's sextile Uranus. So there could be like unexpected delights. Maybe some handsome stranger will buy your dinner or something for you, or just have a nice conversation or what have you. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're a Pisces rising, laddie. Yes. Get it. Get it. Hey, Martina from France. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So what's going to happen after the live? You'll be able to rewatch it here on Instagram, and then I'll cross-post it to YouTube as well. But I might do that tomorrow. So it'll be on YouTube by tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, Jupiter is your time lord. It's my time lord next year, Maria. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, yes, having Jupiter as a time lord. Saturn as a time lord has been a lot. I've been a 7th house to 8th house year for me. Yeah. Oh, the rising sign is extremely important, Ellie, because your rising sign speaks to the ascendant. And the ascendant rules your physical body, your vitality. It's how other people see you. It's what your soul is rising to. So your rising sign is ruled, every sign is ruled by a planet. So that planet that rules your rising sign is really important for you because it is your chart ruler. What house is it in? What aspects is it making? These things can tell, and what is it doing in the sky can be really helpful for you. For me, I'm Venus. So Venus is exalted right now, but I know it's going to move into Aries. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen when Venus rules into Aries. I mean, that's my midheaven. So I'm going to get like some blessing around my career or something like that. Somebody might get mad at me. Aries, Venus is in the sign of its detriment. We'll see about that. What else could be happening? But I think it's going to be good things. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm Taurus. So Venus rules my sun, Saturn, and my Mercury. How do you calculate your time lord? So your time lord is the lord of the year, and this is perfections. So every year your a different house in your chart is in focus. You can go to astro-seek.com and find your perfections wheel, and you look at your rising sign, and it'll tell you go to the age you are, and then in the middle, it'll tell you what your time lord is for that age. Yeah. And that planet, when you have aspects to or from that planet, they're more likely to result in a concrete event than other transits. And yeah, perfections, it can get a little bit complicated, but it's a pretty easy technique to know that when you're in that year, that the topics of that house are going to be involved. Like when Jeffrey Epstein was 50, which is a 3rd house year, he got this birthday book. The 3rd house rules communication. So he got this book with all these, these disgusting people put their things in there for him. Well, when he was 72, he's dead, we think, but at 72, he was having a 1st house year, which is his identity. We found out that birthday book came to light when it was created on his 50th birthday. Jupiter was retrograde and Mercury was retrograde, I'm pretty sure. Both of them were retrograde. So this has come back into retrogrades. The things are not over. They come back. So Congress gave us access to all that, and his birth certificate was in it. So that allowed us to know he's a Capricorn rising. So we know Saturn rules his natal, his whole chart. Saturn is his chart ruler. Yeah. So at a 50, he got that book. At 72, we found out his ascendant through that book that came back. I mean, astrology is just chef's kiss. It just can be so incredible. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you know, your Time Lord is the house in focus, and you have to use, you're supposed to use whole house for this. So if you have any intercepted houses, you use whole house for this. The Time Lord, the sign on the cusp of the house of the year, the Time Lord is the planet that rules the sign. So if you're having a 4th house year and you have Aries on the 4th house cusp, Mars is your Lord of the year. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I better go. Yes. Come get a reading, Tiffany. I'd love to talk to you about your chart. Oh, Emily's in a 4th house year, and her family is treating you to a spa day. That's nice with Venus and Pisces. Yes, yes, yes. Bringing the blessings. Jupiter and Cancer. They're both exalted. There can be really nice things that people are having when that is activating their chart. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I understood what you meant. Okay, I better go. You have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thanks for joining. Sign up for the challenge, the Cosmic Fire Challenge. So let's get this going. We're gonna hit Aries season running. Okay, take good care. Not necessarily running, but you know what I mean. Moving. Okay, bye.